Okay, so I've just read The Flash, issue 2 from DC Future State. This was the one I was looking forward to because issue 1 was really good, and issue 2 doesn't disappoint. There's going to be major spoilers ahead. I don't really normally warn you, but this one I'm going to warn you because it's really good and you should probably go read it yourself before you watch this. But oh, this book just, it's so sad. So soul crushingly sad, it's not even fair. The art is fantastic, as the first one was. We're gonna jump around a bit because this starts off 2 months after issue 1, and it says, yeah, 'cause it says 2 months after Wally killed Jay, so we saw that in issue 1. But apparently now Max Mercury is dead as well. We don't know what happened to Avery. She's gone. But it says Max was taken by a disease and they had to burn his body to prevent it from spreading. So not sure what happened there. Iris went out and never came back. And now Barry's working on a way to stop Wally, who's been taken over by the spirit of famine. So the writer is Brandon Vietti, and Brandon Peterson and Will Conrad are the artists. Fantastic team. Fantastic team. Put them together on something else and I'll read that as well because I love the art and the story's awesome. This writer really knows The Flash. He knows Barry. This isn't just a story he's telling that just happens to have The Flash. He knows The Flash and what makes Barry Barry. So good. So Barry's working on all the tools that we saw from his, I want to say evidence locker, but it's more like his armory. So he's got boomerangs from Captain Boomerang, Captain Cold's gun, and a load of other things which he's going to use against Wally. He's recording it all on his ring and he tries to upload it somewhere, but the transmission fails. So it's only loaded onto his ring. So the information's there and that comes into play later on. It's just, callbacks are fantastic. His suiting up scene is just awesome and he just looks fantastic. I mean, I know I said on the cover he looks like Santa. He does look, 'cause he's even got like Christmas lights around him and presents in his pouch. It's like proper Santa looking, but when you look inside he just looks like a badass. So he's got Captain Boomerangs, boomerangs obviously, Trickster's bag, Captain Cold's gun. He has the Thinker's cap, and I think the boots, he does mention who the boots are from. We'll see that later. So there are a few annoying little things, like he steps outside to try and draw Wally out, and Wally runs straight past and takes his helmet off, and you're like, oh, he could have just killed him. Why didn't he kill him? This is explained later on. So the things that annoy you as you're reading, or like sort of take you out of it, it's all explained by the end. This is absolutely phenomenal. He just looks so menacing. So they have a fight, and so he throws his boomerang. He says he's got a modified weather wand. So he's made his armor out of Weather Wizard's wand. So he adds it to his armor and he attacks with negative speed force energies. He does really well against this guy. He's using inhibitor collar boomerangs, which he gets around his neck. And then he uses his prism goggles to sever Wally's legs. I mean, it's brutal. But then he plans on using the heat gun to cauterize the wound. But it turns out it's just an echo. It was a speed echo that he used to distract him. So they get fighting again, and he's got Pied Piper's hypnosonic flute on his gauntlet, and he uses that. It's just such a great fight scene. He uses Mirror Master's technology to create duplicates of himself, and then he's got some he calls it a recreation of the Turtles. Oh, the Turtles Steel Force shield. Yeah, so the Turtle is a character that moves really slow, or he makes people around him move slow. So he uses literally everything to fight this guy, and it's not enough. It's literally not enough. He manages to do this incredibly clever thing with Captain Cold's gun. He's linked Wally's DNA to it so that when he phases through and inhales it, it just makes Wally's body completely useless. It just eats away at all his muscles, so he's unable to run. So this thing just has to come out of him. So this is what it looks like, this famine creature. And we find out what it feeds on. It doesn't feed on time, or doesn't feed on age or youth or anything like that. It feeds on hope. And so this whole time it's been feeding on Barry's hope. If you know Barry, I mean, hope is his signature. I mean, he was the Blue Lantern during Blackest Night. So he is just hope incarnate. And so to feed off that, Barry is his meal ticket. So he's been doing all this the entire time to punish Barry so that he could feed on Barry's hope. And then what he does right at the end is he traps him slightly out of time, in the Speed Force, but also in the real world. And by doing so, Barry just will have to watch for all of eternity as this thing just kills and destroys and just slowly chips away at Barry's hope, knowing that Barry will always have hope that he'll get back somehow, that he'll be stopped and that he'll save the day. And it just leaves you heartbroken, and it's just so well done. And this is the one scene that we get that told us to look in this book when we read Teen Titans Future State. It's Cybeast showing up and finding Barry's ring. I mean, luckily, when he traps him outside of time, all his armour and everything falls off, including his ring. His suit stays on, which is nice, but everything else falls off, so that's handy. But my gosh, oh my god, what an absolute amazing book. But it just leaves you heartbroken. There's no happy ending in this book. There's no joy. There's no relief. There's no good guy winning. So, I mean, yes, it's really, really good, but it is not for someone that likes the good guy to win and the bad guy to lose. This is just a soul-suckingly dark and sad book, but in the best way. It's really, really good. So The Flash, Future State 1 and 2, both fantastic books. Go read both of them. Until next time, take care and stay safe. Bye.